What's going on, boys and girls? It's another episode of Junkyard Breaks live with the boys. What's up, fellas?
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Um.
That's very undecided. I'm
um.
not sure. I think I'm okay.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
that sleet today, huh?
Yeah, that was crazy. Was it supposed to do that?
Did we get sleet today?
Yeah, I was walking out. I was like pebbles on my head.
Yeah. Well, there was a storm coming in and it kind of diverted past us, but we got like a little bit.
Gotcha.
I think New York State and New England was going to get hit the worst.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at what's my mail call this week. I know I have this box here that I should open it up anyway because I got to see if it got here safe and sound. This one you're going to hate me for. Where's my...
No, nobody responded to my text. I thought for sure I was going to get a haha.
What was your text? I didn't see it.
It was when I was telling, I said that I'll probably be picking, or we're exchanging those comics from that guy at work.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna bring them to work. I'm just gonna meet him
Really? That's convenient.
in the dome. Yeah, because it went from like 30 long boxes to like 10 at
I
most,
know,
8 to
I know
10.
it shrunk considerably, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
but that's fine. But I was like,
You
but
get something.
what did I say? I said, yeah, and as soon I'm gonna call out of work and just drive over to Dolph's house. This is the first time he's hearing about that.
Nice. Where is my blade? I don't know. Oh, did you, Chris, did you see Ant-Man?
I did not.
You did not see it?
I did not. Is it streaming or is it only in theaters?
It's only in theaters.
That's why I didn't see it. But then again, I haven't seen Wakanda Forever because I've been waiting for my kid for 2 weeks to like get out of his room and come hang with us because he wants to watch it. But
You're waiting for him to see it? I can
yeah,
never do
I think
that.
me and my wife are just gonna watch it. And
Yeah, you got to. At some point, they're not gonna watch it. If you haven't even seen Wakanda yet, it's so
Well, we
funny
keep-
how you're not the only one. They're just kind of dismissive of the movie, like, yeah, I'll get to it. It's
Well,
not-
I got to it.
yeah,
I hear a lot of
It
mixed
wasn't on my
reviews.
top priority.
yeah, I know. A lot of people have kind of felt that same way, just like,
I was like, I knew who the new Black Panther was going to be.
I wonder, is that just because the trailers gave away too much? You kind of, I mean, there were really no surprises.
No, I don't know.
Oh, this guy's a smoker.
I don't watch. Oh, I hate that. That's the worst.
God, I hate that.
It's that bubble wrap yellow.
Huh?
Yeah, right. I think there's some nicotine stains on it.
I'll save that one for
Oh,
later.
that's right, Dolph.
Yes, sir.
Barry, the guy I'm getting the comics from, also had asked me if I was interested in a sports card collection.
Yeah.
And I said I didn't want to say anything because I figured I might just be able to get it cheap. But he's gonna give me a list, so I'll let you check it out.
Yeah, please. I'll check it out. Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm always interested.
I'll broker the deal for you.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'll cost you a Pepsi.
I can do that. I can do a Pepsi.
I'll bring coffee.
All right, cool. So what else is going on? Anything? I have not even really like movie news, comic book movie news. The last thing was the Flash stuff, but nothing really.
Yeah. Mm.
I mean, unless we all watched Quantumania and we could talk about that, but I think I'm the only one. I don't even think Jason has either, right?
No, he's taking the kids this weekend, I think.
This weekend. Yeah, so we'll talk about it next weekend, maybe.
All right, I'll make sure to go
You
see
know,
it then.
Yeah, Nick still wants to watch it, so Jimmy, if we can get you out of the house maybe later when everybody goes down, would you be able to do like a 9 o'clock movie?
I mean, I might. I just know that Amanda wants to see it too.
Oh, well then go do your own thing. That's fine.
We have to find a babysitter. That's
What
our
about
I'll babysit.
you guys can do a mid-afternoon thing with your new
nanny.
nanny.
You got a new nanny?
He does.
Yes, we have a nanny for Tuesdays when I go to the city.
Oh, nice.
She's great. Kids love her.
You guys, I guess we should wait for Jason to do mail call.
Listen, I'll watch the kids. I know all I need is like a thing for her to play with in the sink while the water's running, and we're good.
Yeah.
I sent Jason a number, an Amazing Spider-Man 300 and an Amazing Spider-Man 316 yesterday.
Oh, to sell at the show?
Yeah, to sell at the show if he can.
You're moving them?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I need money and
They
and
should-
uh,
they should go.
and my collection needs to grow.
Wait, you're gonna take those two books and turn them into Adam Hughes books?
Some of it, but other words, Amanda and I we just need to bring in some more income. So I know they're sellable. Hopefully they're sellable enough right now.
Sure.
I smell a garage sale.
What is your 300
9.2.
on 9.2? I mean, I certainly like you had said, I like that book a whole lot more than I like that Adam Hughes Straitjacket book.
It's a 9.2. It's a 9.2, and it's a It's a newsstand.
Yeah. Well,
So
if he
J-
doesn't sell it, we'll look at the comps. Maybe I'll get you that book and some padding. I don't think it's a 1-for-1. I think your book is way better than mine.
it's
What's the straitjacket book?
It's
What's
Adam
that,
Hughes Harley
that-
Quinn variant.
yeah, it was a 1 in 50, I think.
It's one-
Oh, I know which one. Okay.
Dude, that one just fell in my lap, man, in a collection.
Is that the one with
for it.
the sepia like kind of cover?
I almost ordered the Mexican version. The Mexican version looks exactly the same.
Oh, it does.
Harlito Queen.
But it's $50 instead of $300.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what that book goes for. I don't even know what honestly, I don't even know the grade of mine. It might be in like a 9.4, 9.6.
Jason actually let me know. Or was it you that let me know? Oh, I guess it was you that let me know. Yeah, I've been seeing spikes on Adam Hughes.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, when we were at the diner. It must be his CGC signing because, yeah, a lot of his random books have been going up the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I see. I'm seeing what you're seeing about the Mexican variant. So there's $300 for an ungraded. A 9.2 is 400, a 9.6 is 550. And is there a 9.8? 9.8, 9.95. Yikes. Hopefully mine's a 9.8. 1,500? Jeez. Yeah, I gotta look at sold though. That's not. That can't be right. Yeah, that's not a good thing that there are none sold. Here's one raw, $80. A German version, $80.
German version.
Shelf, your audio's in mono. According to.
Is it in mono?
Well, that's what Jason just said in the chat. He's walking home now.
That's not the first time somebody has said that. I don't know. My audio input is this, right?
See?
I guess. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. I think my whatever.
Jimbo?
Hmm?
That's just what it says.
Oh,
I'm monitoring
I'm
the
walking
chat.
home, suckers. Dolph, your audio is in mono. And Jimbo. Dang.
was he saying mine was in mono as well?
No, I think it's mine. It's not the first time I've heard that. Also, whenever I put my phone over the microphone, the whatever this thing is, that box.
Stereo.
No, it's not. It's this thing. It's what the hell is this thing called? The audio. What is this thing called? It is an audio box. USB PreSonus audio box.
You need to get yourself one of these vaults, dude. They're wonderful.
One of these what?
It's called a vault, the little interface.
Take yours apart right now and show me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Ah!
I don't know, because it doesn't have like a dial for like one like left or right. It's not. It just says, I don't know what INST in the mixer is just the playback versus the input. That's the headphones volume and the main volume. I don't know, man. I do. How's the audio now, Jason? I just pushed the red button.
Can you hear me now?
Chris caught my Beastie Boys reference. Oh, well, that we got. How do I sound now, Jason?
Oh,
How far is his walk from school?
5 minute,
5-minute walk?
10 minute, 5 minute.
My audio is bad? Oh, that's not good. Alright, we're going to do this. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to unplug this and plug it back in. Dang.
It sounds fine
What
through
does
here.
15
That's the
mean?
weird thing. Minute. 15 minute. I sent a picture of the vault
my
in the
God.
group chat.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is my audio still 15 bad?
That one tomorrow.
Whatever 15 bad means.
15. No, 15
Bad.
minutes. That's how long his walk is.
Oh.
Come on, man. Snap at it.
I didn't even realize I asked him that question.
There's like 4 conversations going on at once with the same person.
Yeah, there really is. Poor guy.
I get that one tomorrow.
Clear Dolph, but still mono. Okay, well,
Goodness.
It's going to have to be mono then.
it's gonna have to be mono.
I'm gonna have some mail call next week too.
Why?
Ooh.
Hip comic, man. Hip comic.
Nice.
I was so I have my honey hole for bidding on comics, and then I tried Hip Comic. I couldn't buy a single thing.
Really?
I don't like their system is it's like rapid fire, like 3, 2, 1, and all of a sudden they're like bid, 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 bid. And then if you find yourself tapping, next thing you know, you spent, instead of $5, you just spent $30.
Yeah, and you're probably upping your own bid.
Yeah, it was rough. So like, because there was just some early X-Men. He had X-Men 2, X-Men 3, and X-Men 4 up for bid, and they started pretty low. Also, I was in the running for another leader. I love the first leader books, and there was a couple other ones that were going for pretty cheap. The third Iron Man, number 41 and 42 and 50, the first Mandarin, and they were starting low. Like the Mandarin was $127 for a VF. I was like, yes, please. And then next thing I know, 3, 2, 1, and it's like $500. I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, I'm still in the running for a couple of those Swamp Things.
Yeah, I what I do like on some auction sites is that if you're under 2 minutes and you bid, then it goes back to 2 minutes. So it won't let anybody snipe. It'll always it'll take the clock back to 2 minutes after a bid under 2 minutes is received. So there's no sniping. Everybody gets 2 minutes to be like, do I wanna?
I got some solid Adam Hughes books.
Yeah.
So that I've been looking for.
I mean, these are mega keys, so
And I got it.
They're not slipping by anybody.
Yeah.
And I got a Rose City Comic Con program that has a Hellboy cover. I've never seen that artwork before,
Oh,
which
that's
was
cool.
pretty cool. And I told Jason, I don't care if it's real or not. but it's supposedly signed by Adam Hughes and Mike Mignola on the cover. So if it is, that's cool. If it's
Yeah,
not,
sure.
I really don't care because I'm never going
I
to get that.
think, well, you can. CBCS will authenticate those.
Yep.
CGC won't, but
Yeah.
you can send it to CBCS. They'll authenticate autos.
Mhm.
So that'd be good for you. I've never submitted anything to CBCS before.
No, I got a friend that does, and he likes them.
Yeah.
They
It's
take
the same thing. It's hit or miss because
Right.
CGC has their own horror stories.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of value. But when it comes to autos, I would definitely submit CBCS.
Me too.
Well, it's a cool because it's just all the artwork literally is. It's basically a virgin cover, and it just has the Rose City Comic Con logo on the top left,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Hellboy hitching a ride in the dark to Portland. He's like, it's like sticking out his big thumb.
That's cool.
So it's like really cool artwork. I was like, man, that's sweet.
And it's Adam Hughes and Mignola.
Well, I mean, it's Mignola because Hellboy
Right.
and
He drew
Adam
the
Hughes
Hellboy part of
artwork.
it.
Huh?
He drew the Hellboy part of it.
Yeah, Adam
or...
Hughes did the Hellboy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And on the back side is an advertisement for Hellboy omnibus editions. So I guess that's
So wait, did they both do the cover, or did Mignola just do the interior?
no, it's literally just a program guide. So it's
Okay.
for the Rose City
I
Comic Con.
understand.
Oh, I see. So Mignola signed it
So it
because
literally
it's
was
Hellboy.
like something that I would never be able to find. It's
I
not like
gotcha.
something I'm just going to find at a store.
Well, that's cool. I like little
Yeah.
weird, like one-off type
Well,
stuff.
I love the program stuff that Adam Hughes has done because and he's done a lot. If I were to try and collect that stuff, that'd be next to impossible.
I did pick up. I haven't gotten them yet. They're being shipped, but I found 3 Adam Hughes Volume 2 Wonder Woman covers.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that Volume 2 his run?
Yes.
I am looking at.
I would have thought that would have been Volume 3 or 4. Like if you did regular Wonder Woman and then George Perez Wonder Woman, and then by the time they get to Adam Hughes,
Look at that. That's all Adam Hughes Wonder Woman.
what is the volume of it? Is that?
And
two?
then it goes on the next page too. That doesn't
I
say.
didn't even know he had that many covers in that run. I thought it was just like maybe 6.
No, he has more Wonder Woman than he does Catwoman.
Interesting.
Really?
That's
He's got a lot of Catwoman.
Yeah.
Here, I'll tell you in a minute. Let's see.
Luckily, I only need 1 or 2 of the Catwomans.
I have a couple, but I think I have the only one that you didn't have. I already passed off to you. Here we go. Wonder Woman. Search. I love CLZ. You could search by
Yeah, I love CLZ too.
cover artist. It's so cool. Cover artist. Aha.
Aha. Aha.
Aha.
Famous canals of Venice reduced to muddy pits. News.
Adam Hughes has 92 covers. Well, a couple of them are B covers. That's why. So never mind. It doesn't have not quite 96, but I guess that's what 40, 43.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman Volume 2. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Wonder
It's
Woman
also
and Catwoman are
surprising
his
that that's
most
volume
prolific.
2.
Yeah, well, because he Volume 2 goes for like 200 something, but because Perez did the early like 1 through however many, then Boland had a whole mess from like
Yeah, I was
what,
just
the
consider
50s
why would they
50s to
consider...
90s.
Yeah, that's another one. But did that one start with 1? The Boland?
No,
run?
it was after Perez, but it was in the same series.
So that's what I mean. Like, what about Wonder Woman from the 40s? Like, she
That's-
had her own title. That's not considered Volume 1?
I think
not-
it's
I mean,
I think
no-
it is considered Volume 1.
So when Perez reboots it, that would have been Volume 2. I thought,
Correct. Yeah,
right?
that's what it is.
So the Adam Hughes is like in the 500s off of Volume 2?
It's in the 100s, 190.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
I know
here.
she was Sensational Comics first, but then she had her own title, the one that
Yeah,
she's riding the horse.
She was
in
130
did
Wonder Woman 1.
139
to
through
197.
yeah,
Huh.
and then he did
Okay.
a 750 covers.
Yeah, but that's a different volume as
Okay.
well.
Man, lesson learned. I did not know that. I did not know that.
I did not know that.
That is
Wild.
nobody's
That's
gonna
wild.
get that reference. That's weird.
Wild,
stuff.
weird
That's
stuff.
weird, wild stuff. Who is gonna get a Johnny Carson reference?
Rafaust will get it,
Rafaust will get it.
and Michael will get it too.
No, he relaunches in the '80s, only 12 issues per year. Yeah, I guess so. The numbers add up. To Ben Staples, how far away are you so we can do a mail call? Or should we start mail call now because you're entering your domicile?
Domicile.
Are you entering your domicile?
Well, how many mail calls do you guys have? You have
None.
quite a
I
bit.
have
Goose egg.
slabs. I have a bunch of slabs. I did very well again at my honey hole, which I'm not revealing because it is an awesome site.
There's
3
Rafaust.
minutes-ish. We'll start then. Jimmy, what'd you get? I know you got some books, right?
I did, and a poster. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
And a poster.
Are we doing nice?
Yeah, so I got
Have never ever seen these. I have seen the Deja Thoris.
yeah. And then there's a Virgin one that I need to get.
I have not seen the rest
But
of
this
these.
is a wraparound cover too. This one's a wraparound cover. Then this 24/7. I actually haven't looked in it yet. It's I guess it's a amalgamation. It's a sci-fi story, but it's got amalgamation of like, and it says "I love New York" on the back. It's very interesting, but it has like maybe 20 some artists that take part in it.
Oh,
So there's a Assad Ribic stuff in here. There's a Adam Hughes stuff in here.
That's
There's
cool.
all sorts of really cool stuff. This one is an actual poster for the 25th anniversary of Laura Croft.
I love that. That's awesome.
Um, and then these four, I didn't even know existed. I knew the artwork, but I didn't know what it
They
was
existed
part of.
either.
So yeah, it was the Superman Returns prequels.
oh, Mr. Luthor.
So each one is for a different character, I guess. And that's pretty
Refresh
cool.
my memory. Did we like that movie?
I liked the movie.
I think I liked it. Right? That was the one with
Brandon Routh.
Brandon Routh. I feel like we liked it. Right?
It's just a shame that it has two people that have a really bad reputation now.
Yeah. It's the same two that ruin Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So,
Nope.
Yeah, dope.
but yeah, I
Did-
mean,
did
and
he
then
sign
I
that
finally
Laura
got
Croft
this.
poster? I don't
What's
see it.
that?
Did he sign the Laura Croft poster?
No. This is actually it's a small poster too. They're only 7 by 10.
Damn
11
you,
inches.
Adam Hughes! Sign your stuff. Why does he do that? Why does he choose not to sign some things? And
I don't know. Sometimes he hides it in there.
I will ask him. It would be different, like if he made it interesting, like a Nina, like
It would be interesting to
You know,
ask
if
him
he- if he-
why
he-
some pieces get it, some people don't, some pieces don't. I think it also might be no. You're right. There it is.
you know what? I was gonna ask you about that tower, if that was an AH
Yeah,
or
there
just
it is.
damage. It's hard to see.
There it is.
That's cool. Okay, so he
It's
incorporated it into the tower, into that
Yeah.
pillar. Adam
But yeah, I was really
Hughes.
happy. I was really happy with these.
Sneaky,
You
Mr.
The only
Hughes.
reason I
Yeah.
got this one, is it's literally the first book on my list. I was like, oh, I've never seen that cover, so I looked it up and I was like, oh wow,
Is that a one shot?
yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it was really cool. I was happy about it.
Your Photoshop Windows is making my OCD trigger.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't have like little windows if it's not in
Well,
tabs.
I had to do that for the display.
No, I get it. If it's not in tabs, I'm like, ah.
I had to do it just for the display.
I love it. That's great. That Deja Thoris is interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right.
Is
Well,
it just
there's a the version there's a version that doesn't have the little
pasties?
a little yeah it's hair.
It's getting hot on
It's
Barsoom.
hair. How about you, Crumbs? You got anything?
Goose egg.
Really, goose egg?
Oh, I got this. I got
Nice.
one thing this week.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a cool
that looks
cover.
cool.
That is a
Yeah.
really cool cover.
Is
Yeah,
that
it took-
Constantine?
It is.
Wait,
It's
is that a new from like this week or past week?
yeah, last week. But this one came out. This is numero uno, and it
Oh,
came out a
okay.
year ago. And it took them a year to get two out.
Yeah, it's like Kevin Smith.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Lemire. So,
Yeah, another one.
but the story's great. It's so good. So when I heard that it was finally out, I like ran to the local shop real quick just to pick one book up. I was like, I need to read this.
Yeah.
And it was worth it. But now they've introduced another character that I'm excited for at the very end, and it's like
Oh,
it better not take you a damn year to because that's what happened at the end of the first one. It was like the last few panels had Constantine. It was like we're getting Constantine, and then it took a year for them to come out with the second one.
yeah. That's a big Constantine.
He's old man Constantine.
But he looks like what the hell's his name? What's that that big guy on TV? The one Tom Cruise played him. He's undersized. Oh, what the hell's his name? Somebody help me! Damn it!
What the
It's
hell
Oh,
are
you
you
mean-
talking about?
oh Reacher.
Yeah, Reacher.
Oh, okay.
Reacher.
Jack Reacher.
Yeah. I was like, he's big in that book. All right, I guess I'm gonna get to my stuff because I don't even know when Jason gets here. I don't even know if he has anything. So, like I said, I have my fun site that I pick stuff up off all the time, and I got some more good stuff. I think I have. Do I have what I paid? I don't know, but anyway, it wasn't. I can bring it up on this window. It wasn't much, that's for sure. The stuff I'm getting for so cheap. That's why it's fun.
Once it gets expensive, it ain't no fun.
Exactly. Winning.
It ain't no thing but chicken wing.
Oh, can I don't know if I can track all my stuff. Prior results. No.
No.
No. That's not it.
Unacceptable.
Aha.
2.
I found it. Aha.
Aha.
All right. Starting with, I was always a fan of this cover, and I've never had. This book was on my wish list, and I never got it. This is Incredible Hulk 166, first appearance of Zax,
Ooh.
which I like this one. I only paid $30 for this, which is very nice. That covers the grading costs. That's why I love this site.
What's up, suckers?
Hello, Jason.
I
Hello,
got this.
Moto.
I've been loving getting these little cheapo Golden Age stuff. So this is Red Mask number 8. I just got it because I love the cover. Pops on this. Red Mask number 8, 4/5. I paid $30 for this.
That red is bold.
No, red is bold. This is a nice
I like
cover.
that type font.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's like
It's
one of those. It
insane.
was so cheap. I'm like, I gotta have that. Why not? I don't even know what it is, but it's great.
Get a graded Golden Age book for what, $35?
$31.
60 cents.
This is a book that I've always wanted. There's another one that's been on my list. I just never got around to buying it, and that is Showcase 79, first appearance
Oh,
of
snap.
Dolphin.
Love that cover.
3.5. I got this for $70.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, great. I've never had a Dolphin. I love that.
there something wild about that? Like, isn't that like what Barbie is inspired or something like that from that?
Well, Barbie's from the 50s, right?
Yeah, and when's that? Is that book from the 60s?
This book is 68.
Okay. So clearly I'm incorrect.
Maybe they've just inspired each other to do wonderful things.
Clearly I'm a fool.
Then I got this one called Unusual Tales from Charlton Comics, 1958. Unusual Tales number 10. I just thought the cover was really cool.
It is pretty cool.
There's another one I got for $50.
How unusual.
It's very
That's the counterpart to Run of the Mill Tales.
Run of the Mill Tales. Everyday Tales.
Mediocre tales.
Same old tales.
A Doctor Strange one, 8.5.
Ooh.
Very nice. I got this for $120. I think $120 is a good price. It might be retail.
Every time I've seen that book, it's hosed. Like, I've very seldomly seen that book in nice condition.
This one's really nice. This one, this is my third one now. This is Dragon's Lair 1. Dragon's Lair 1. I love this comic. It's a 9.8 though. I don't have a 9.8, and I think I have a 9.4. I paid $180 for this. But I know 9.8s are selling for like $600 on eBay. So
nice.
$180's a good price.
It's a third of the price.
This one is a little nostalgic. I don't know why I bought it, because I should have just graded my own. But this is actually the very first comic I ever bought. First issue special, Manhunter, 7.5. My personal one I still have. This was the very first comic I've ever bought in the flea market, whatever. So I love this. I love this cover too. You got
Is that Kirby?
Is that a giant floating head?
No, it's nailed to the wall of a cave, and Manhunter's in the back. I just love this cover. Mine's got a big chunk out of the bottom, but this is just a little piece of history for me. This one, along with Submariner 4, are the first two books I ever bought. And then let's see. 9.6, X Factor 6. First Apocalypse, still undervalued. I got this for $100. What's
the custom header there?
X-Men. I know. Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like those.
I do too, and it's nice when I never think of doing it on my own. So when you get them.
Do you see what the obvious 1/10 deduction is on that? 1 grade deduction is on that?
I don't know, but I see like a little piece of paper coming out of the top of it. It's like a piece of paper that was inserted in the book.
Oh,
it's not a page. That's a piece of paper.
That's crazy. Is it like pressing paper? Is it like?
I don't know what it is. There's no tattoos or anything in this.
CGC done screwed up.
It's not going back in, and I sure would like to know what that is. It's not a page. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like,
it's like parchment.
It looks like a sheet of pressing paper.
Yeah.
But that would be a little larger, though, than the book.
All right, so this is like, I would say these are the big boys, but I didn't spend a lot on these. Wonder Woman 107, first full appearance of Wonder Girl in a 1.8. Right?
Awesome.
$60.
Wow.
$60. I thought that was a steal, and it's a great cover. Look at that. Wonder Girl fighting a swordfish while she's got her toe in a clam.
Oh.
Look at that.
Is she literally using a sword against the swordfish? What is that?
Well, what would you use against a swordfish?
I'm just wondering, like...
I'm God.
A revolver?
Kick a giant clam.
Rafael asked if it was archival paper, if it's an older slab.
It might be. It's because it's got that new X-Men title, but it could be. Then I got this Strange Tales 107.
How strange.
Submariner, Human Torch. Really cool cover.
$60.
I got this for $150. In a 3.0.
Maybe it's the Mark Jewelers insert falling out. and they
Yeah,
just
right.
they just missed it.
I wish. I wish. Then
Woo.
I got this one. This was a steal. Strange Adventures 206, second appearance of Dead Man. Awesome cover.
Wow,
I
I like it.
7-0.
So good he stole it twice.
$60.
Steal.
60
Is that-
bucks for that?
Is that a crustless PB&J?
That is what this is.
Oh, Crustables?
I don't think I've
Uncrustable, yeah.
ever eaten one of those.
Now you guys know this one.
Dolph
This
has
was-
had that book ever since he bought it.
It's true.
This one is the surprise of the bunch. I didn't even know. I got a X-Men 94. Relaunch of the new X-Men. I think they said
And I
this
love the Vincent
third
Price
appearance.
screaming on the left side
Yeah,
of
I
that.
know. But here is, like you guys all know already. Wasn't in the sale. Didn't know until I got it. This is a Mark Jewelers.
Yeah.
Big time. I paid $300 for this.
Nice.
But the
love that.
Mark
I love that
Jewelers
it's got white pages on the 3.5.
Yeah, it's
white
weird.
pages in a 3.5. Yep.
It's weird.
That was a big one. But this is the biggest one. You guys didn't know I was buying this.
Uh-oh. House of Secrets.
Huh?
House of Secrets.
No.
No.
Action Comics 252.
Whoa.
Finally, I have one. I wanted one for so long. The deal was this was less than the 40. I forgot the math was like this was priced so low that people were listing 2s and 2.5s higher than this one. He listed it. I made an offer real quick, and we made a deal. But yeah, I couldn't pass this up. It's a great book. I went to the grader's notes, and there's a spine split about 1.5 inches up. But other than that, I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, but that's not bad.
The color looks really nice.
Yeah, it presents really nice for a 3.5. But this is a banger I've been wanting to get in my collection.
I think
for
you
a
should just crack it open and clean
long
it.
time. Yeah, no, not with a. If, you know what, Jimmy? That if it didn't have the split spine, I probably would have. It definitely could use a cleaning, but yeah. So that's that. I'm happy. Good deals.
Yeah. You done good.
Yeah, I like this site. Archival. Yeah, no, it's not archival paper. Don't know. Maybe I'll have them re-slab it. I'll crack it open and press it, and turn it into a 10.
A 10.
I'm gonna make it a 10.
It's going to be a 10.5 when he's done with it.
I'm gonna send it to CGC and say, fix this and give me back a 10.
Do you know that by the end of next week, I'll be a quarter way done on my yearly
25 books? All right. I don't know, man. This is a nice.
And that's not even including ones Jason's given me.
They don't count.
Because they don't count. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't count.
Well, they don't
You know
count
what?
yet.
You could just hold them back and give them to him for his birthday this year, and then they would
Yeah,
count.
this is true.
Then they would count.
It
they
depends
don't
when
count.
you give it to him.
That's right. So many rules. See,
That's the
in
only
Amsterdam, it's
Listen.
legal to own it, right? But it's illegal.
It's the only
do.
rule.
You know
We
what
do
they
live in
call-
Jersey.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese? Nah, man, they got the metric system. A Royale with cheese.
There's only one rule. I mean, you can't only give them birthday gifts or Christmas gifts.
Well, I'm not even counting the Comic-Con book, and I'm not counting my poster as obviously as acquirees because they're not
Why?
books. They're not.
I don't know. They're part. I don't know.
I'd count them.
Yeah, I would count them.
Just no gifts.
No gifts.
No gifts unless it's on your
gifts
birthday.
Unless it's your birthday.
I got a mail call from Jimmy.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Today.
I thought you might get it. Today, Jace.
He wants me to try and sell a couple slabs for
They
him.
should be in good. They should be. They were packed decent.
Yeah. So, Jim wants me to try.
Yeah, they made
and
it to you
sell
fast.
An ASM 300 on this weekend con and a 316. Both newsstands.
What's the comps on the 9.2?
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
Selling from somewhere. You sent some Anessa's hair with you. With these.
Oh, nice.
Doff would still be allergic to these.
Yeah,
Even though I've never had
those
a
is
cat in
free.
the apartment. They're going somewhere between 9.2 newsstands right now, are like oscillating wildly, as the Smiths song says. They're going from as low as like $825 to still around like $975.
Yeah.
Two McFarlane Signature Series 9.2 newsstands sold less than 24 hours apart for like $350 difference. It was crazy. And they're both obviously signed at the same signing for the same exact book in the same, well, not the same exact book, you know what I mean? The same issue in the same grade.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oops. So I won't go through my mail call.
You got something.
I got
You got a collection, yeah?
I got 2 short boxes worth of bronze. So
give us the highlights.
Yeah. So I guess the highlights would be there were big runs of things. So I got She-Hulk 1, original Savage She-Hulk 1 through 16. I got the reprint Surfer series, the entire damn series, all 14 issues.
The fantasy?
Correct. Yep. Astonishing Tales, I got which is the reprint of Submariner. I got the first 20. Well, I think the whole set, 23 issues or whatever it is. Then the X-Men reissue, I got the whole set, 1 through 14. Battlestar Galactica, I got the whole series, 1 through 23.
Rom,
I got 1 through 16. But some nice things. And so I did not. There is clearly a whole, like, I have a bit of a knowledge gap in exactly what kind of Bronze era run filler books are going for, and that was pretty evident in the fact that I certainly underpaid. I thought I was getting a really fair price, and after I did all like the comps, I underpaid for sure. So I might. This is a friend of mine, so I might run back and give him some extra cash. But a couple books that aren't huge, but they're I'm going to keep for the PC. I love this.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Manual with the Doom cover. And the nice thing about these, I would say the absolute lowest grade on any of these is a VF. So
yeah, I mean, he takes care of his stuff. That's evident, right?
This is we all know I'm trying to get 200 to 400. There was only one regular ASM issue, and it was 200. So nice. I got a PC book. And after picking up this series, I decided I also want to collect Doom covers. And I got this killer Dazzler Doom cover, which has got to be the most hardcore disco-inspired cover that exists. Doom looking like a total boss with this gun up front here, standing in his b-boy pose. I mean, come on, man. And then the cool things I got that I didn't know had value. Spider-Woman 20, first time that Spider-Man and Spider-Woman meet. So this actually has some nice value. And then I did not realize, don't kill me, X-Men fans, I got the Death of Phoenix in this, and it's really nice. And every single book is a newsstand. I didn't realize this book is selling for like $60 raw in this condition. And he only had one Hulk book, and it was this first appearance of Sabra or whatever.
I love that cover.
Awesome.
Which is a freaking awesome cover.
Great cover.
And I completed my late 70s, early 80s Papal run by getting this Francis book when I had already picked up the Pope John Paul book. So
I have a guy at the flea market that buys those.
my papal set is locked.
Now you got to get the Mother Teresa.
Locked down. Oh, that's true. I also got, unfortunately,
Is that considered the Trinity?
This was also a cool book. This is the only Star Wars book, Star Wars Annual 1. And then I guess I was really surprised I just didn't realize how much value the She-Hulk books actually have if they're in high grade. So the number 1 is really nice. For some reason, I know this is not my shtick, but I am having a hard time thinking like I want to sell the number 1 right now, but that's probably because I have an opportunity to turn these books around like right away this weekend. So maybe it's just the idea that like, I don't know, I thought I'd own it for longer or something.
it's literally passing through your hands.
I don't think I'll own it past this weekend.
Yeah.
So really exciting because this was really good inventory to get for this week. Like just really
show?
good to get for this weekend. Yeah. So super excited about it. Like I said, hopefully Dolph gets a cool deal out of this the same friend that I got.
Hopefully. That would be nice. Yeah. Any word on that?
Nothing yet. But I felt like he would probably take the week. He said he wanted to try and take a week. So
yeah, I don't know if you can relay a message for him that if he can make a decision, because I really got a plan for the weekend. If I'm coming out there Saturday, I gotta know.
Okay.
That'd be cool. I forgot. I had 2 boxes from the Goodwill auctions that I got. One of them is this Rares of the Lost Ark unopened packs.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm trying to gem mint 10, like some of these weird 80s non-sports stuff, and like this stuff is straight out of 1982 is Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think 81. So yeah, I'm trying to gem mint some 80s non-sports. And then I also got this. This is Batman Returns collector's case. I think there's action figures in here too.
That's cool.
Let's take a look. Chris, you'd be interested.
Let's have a look, see, shan't we?
I don't know what's in here. I know the case has seen better days, but it's kind of cool. Still a Batman case.
Yeah.
So that's like the Darth Vader head.
Yeah, right. The Batman version of the Darth Vader head. Yeah, there are some.
That's interesting.
Figures in here.
Oh, nice.
We got one.
Are they actually Batman figures?
Yeah, actually. Well, there's more Batman figures. So there's. Let's see. It is a broken. No, it's not broken. Broken Batwingy thing.
Because Batman '89, there's only like six. There's only like 6 figures in that set.
Well, this is.
Yeah, that's not
Chris,
one of
do
them.
you know these? This is. I'm guessing from animated series.
Yeah.
Penguin, and that's from animated series.
Animated Batman was a little chestier.
Yeah, this is not Bat Nipples, but that might be Val Kilmer.
That does look like Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Riddler. These are all Batman animated, right?
Yeah.
And that looks like Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah.
And no Bat
Griff.
Nipples, so that would be...
Griff would not look fondly. Poor articulation on most of these toys.
Yeah. Robin. But there is a tray. There's a tray underneath, too, that I didn't even know. Oh, we got some wacky ones here. This is like alligator skin Batman.
Oh.
Interesting. What is this? Camo Batman?
They call that quilted northern Batman.
Look at that. What is this? Just regular. Oh, this is
That's
probably
his pajamas,
the first series.
actually.
Even less articulation for these.
Wow, yeah.
We got Copper Batman.
Okay.
Are these customs?
We have S&M Batman.
Yeah,
What is that?
Steer Batman.
Then we got Tommy Lee Jones. And then we got reverse S&M Batman.
There we go.
and then Robin again. You could feel like the rubber's leaching the grease. Oh, I hate when that happens.
What's up with Robin's hair in that one? He looks like he's got flock of seagulls.
It's what we'll call wispy. We'll say it's wispy.
That's the flock of seagulls, Robin.
That is the flock of seagulls. He
Do you like flock of seagulls? No, but I can tell that you do.
And then whatever this thing is, it's missing a camo.
Yeah, that's those. I remember those. We had my brother had those.
But I got plenty of like suction cups and weapons and whatever. But I don't know. Maybe I can turn this into something, Chris. It'll be my last hoorah on Whatnot, because I'm just done with Whatnot.
You know the poster, the Lara Croft poster I got was on Goodwill Finds.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have some good stuff.
Yeah, it's very weird too. Sometimes.
It is weird. Sometimes you get some stuff, but it also depends on what Goodwill, which Goodwill sells, because some things they put like a box of 88 tops, they'll weigh it's like 5 pounds and they want $100, and you're like, I wouldn't even give you $5 for that.
Because it weighs 5 pounds.
No thanks.
It weighs 5 pounds. They'll like put it on a scale. They'll weigh like a box. Not only that, it's not neatly put in there either. It's just like dumped in a box. So it's like, no, I don't want that. A bunch of ding-cornered 88 tops is not. I mean, they have binders too, but it's all new stuff. Like, but that's also where I got that Yankees binder, which I bought a Yankees binder for $20, and it had a Mickey Mantle in it from 58, I think. So I also had 71 Thurman Thomas in it. It had Whitey Ford and Rizzuto. So that binder alone was worth $600-700. I got
Rizzuto?
$20. No,
oh man,
Yankees.
Jay, you remember those old binders that we used to get that looked like there was like just a stack of cards on them?
Yeah, I still have mine. They were sold with 87 couple packs of 87 tops. It was like a collector kit.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Raiders ones are pretty cool.
Really
Don't eat the gum.
I when I opened 87 tops, I ate the gum. It just kind of turns into like sand.
Yeah.
It's sugar sand.
Those look
It's
really
like it snaps when you bite it, and it just turns into dust.
Yeah. What did you say, Jay?
They look really clean, the packs.
Yeah, I mean, these are all, whatever wasn't sold out of this original wax box. I'll turn it into a video and just hunt for things that I can send to PSA to 10, because I'm sure the pop count on Raiders cards is pretty low.
Yeah, it just like a lot of those wax, the wax, even the seal has kind of loosened up, and so you see the sides back. Yeah. But those look like they're still pretty tight.
I even, because I have before, I have these that I bought these in an auction a long time ago. I'm gonna maybe I'll open them up in the same video, but I got 6 Howard the Duck packs.
Oh, they're cool.
I still haven't opened from this auction that I bought a long time ago.
That's from the movie.
What's that?
That's from the movie with
George Lucas. Yeah, Howard the Duck. Which I always thought that the voice of Howard the Duck was Richard Dreyfuss. It's not. It's just some other guy. But we all know that Leah Thompson.
It wasn't Richard Dreyfuss. It was a guy that wasn't Richard Dreyfuss.
It was a guy that sounds a lot like and is not Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss. Did you guys Dolph share with you the screenshot of the pack of cards that I sent? So a pack of Mars Attacks cards that was graded a PSA near mint 8.
Yeah. This
past week, a pack sold for $66,598. A sealed pack of 1962 Mars Attacks cards.
Mars Attacks cards have been a lot harder to get now. Like, everybody's slabbing them. So, like, raw ones used to be like $20 for a raw Mars Attacks card. Now it's like anywhere from $50 to $100 for a like, they're not commons. Each one is the same, except for like the one where the guy's getting blowtorched, the one where it's him attacking the lady, number 1, the checklist, and the dog that's getting like eaten. Those like 6 or like more because of what's on the card, but Yeah, they're expensive now. It's good that I got 80% of the set, but I still have some work to do.
I would love if that's what the PSA label said. The one where the dog's attacking the lady, or whatever.
Yeah.
PSA near mint 8. The
Yeah.
one that the dog's attacking.
Well, I mean that number 1 in like an 8 or a 9 goes for tens of thousands.
It's
Tens
crazy.
of thousands. It's crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah. My dad still because me and my dad were sitting in the ER waiting room while my mom was getting looked at, and we were going over his set. He's got a complete set of Mars Attacks, and he's got a complete set of 48 Bowman. That I was like, maybe we should. I haven't looked at those since I was a kid. Maybe we should look at them again and see if anything's worth like sending in, because things are different. I know I got him the unmarked checklist for his, I want to say, 50th birthday, maybe his 60th birthday, but I think it was his 50th birthday. And those unmarked checklists go for a lot of money now.
Who's in 48 Bowman? Is that Jackie Robinson? No.
So 48 Bowman is Yogi Berra's rookie, Rizzuto's rookie, Spawn's rookie, Mutual's rookie.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a baller set. It's a really good set. Jackie Robinson is not in that set. It's so weird how he's not in. He is in the is he in 49?
Yeah, I can't remember.
He's not in the 48 set. But the 48 set is a great set, but big rookies, a lot of big rookies.
Yeah,
I love that Yogi Berra rookie too, because he's like got his chest out, he's like blocking a bad pitch. It's a cool one, and the Mutual card's awesome too. Yep,
good stuff.
it is good stuff. Yep.
Well, it was a pretty good mail call week.
Yeah,
I mean,
really good.
Christopher's going to have a huge mail call week potentially next week, so we'll see.
We will see.
Shall we go to Key Collector?
Yeah.
Let us see. Log in. Log me in.
Log me in, sucker. Can you get sealed booster boxes graded yet?
Probably. I'm sure somebody's gonna do it. I know you can go to that.
Baseball card exchange.
Yeah, the baseball card exchange, and they'll seal it.
They'll certify, right?
They'll
and
seal it and certify it. Yeah. Why can't I find the Hot 10?
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Oh, they did it different this time.
What?
What? Okay. Yeah, they did it different. All right, I'm gonna slide it over, and where's my zoom? Share screen so you guys can see it. Blammo. Well, there it is.
Bingo,
fellas.
bango.
It looks different now.
Oh, it's split screen.
It's split screen. They did done it.
It's Splitsville.
Yeah. So okay. So it's 10 and 9 and then down. All right. So
Correct.
maybe
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to,
first appearance and origin of Professor Zoom. Not huge increases, but increases in 6 grades this week. Does anybody have this book?
I have this one.
Do you?
I guarantee Riff Faust has this.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Flash trade dress of back then. Kind of uninspired. you
Yeah,
know?
no, I don't like Flash. I love Aquaman. You know,
The Aquaman trade dress?
Aquaman trade dress is great.
Yeah, it's very like
It's
Age
like-
of Aquarius.
I was just gonna say that. Yes, it is. It's very 70s, 60s.
So
this is
I'm
just-
assuming they're not necessarily saying this. Well, I guess they did say this because I didn't scroll down far enough. I was assuming that this was going to be speculation from the movie, and there is speculation that Reverse Flash or some version of the villain will appear in the Flash movie. I am still shocked that the movie that they moved forward with was the one where the guy that did by far the weirdest and most criminal stuff is the one that they're like, let's not scrap that one. Let's move forward with that one. The guy may have like held people against their will for a while. He may have assaulted multiple people over the course of just a month or two. But you know what? The movie is pretty okay. So let's go ahead and move forward.
He's grooming children.
He's grooming children. No big deal. We can deal with that. It's a major felony and it's super disgusting. But let's move forward anyway.
You know why, though? Because this movie reboots everything else. It's key.
Right.
It's vital to Gunn's plans. Like, he needs this movie to make his movies happen.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to tear down the old DCU, which this will do, and recreate a new timeline, a new multiverse. So he needs this movie to
And he is getting beat up about the Henry Cavill. Beat up.
He's my favorite Superman. He's the best.
All you Zack Snyder stands need to ease up.
Getting beat up. They're like, we don't care about everybody else, but Henry Cavill could have just stayed on as Superman.
Boy.
No, he wants him to be younger, but I get it. It is what it is. Henry Cavill will be all right. He's got Warhammer.
He does have Warhammer.
Warhammer.
He's excited about it too.
This book
7.5 for 1,700. That's a lot.
That is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. That's
of
more.
bread.
I would have thought that would have been like the 9.6 price, not a 7.5.
Yeah, I think some people are just paying way too much money for it right now. I mean, the fact that you have so little like change in some of the mid grades, you know, there's only a
$4 for a 4.0.
I think Ezra Miller needs to stop buying Flash comics. That's what he needs.
Yeah, you could be right. He's specking on his own book.
Anyways, I mean, you know, pick it up if you see it at the flea market for sure.
I mean, if you have the what is it called, the inside dope, what is it called, the whatever, if they're a part of the movie making process and they know what the story's going to be, would you not? I mean, it's like insider trading, but would you not buy a shitload of comics knowing that they're going to spike?
I mean, I always think that stuff is so crazy in the first place. Like,
if I'm like, you know, I'm sitting on, I know exactly what James Gunn's going to say 2 weeks from now. Would I not buy a boatload of all that stuff?
Bro, if I'm LeBron James and I know that I'm LeBron James, wouldn't I invest in LeBron James rookie cards? Yeah, I think all these things make a lot of sense.
I'm just saying, like, you would see a spike if people that were inside the decision making or inside, you know, the DC decision making, you would see a spike for no reason whatsoever.
I guess we would have to really consider, like, if a spike is $1,000 and they got a guarantee of $5 million to make the picture, do they really care that much about $1,000? You know what I mean? Like,
well, the key grip sure does.
Yeah.
That could be the case, yeah. I mean, that could be.
Which one of you is the key grip? Hit that guy.
Or an extra that got paid $200.
Yeah, seriously. He's you know, sharing screen time with Eobard Thrawn. He's like, I know this guy's going to be in the movie unless his scenes are cut. I'm going to go buy his book. A lot of them.
The key grip's probably like...
Key grip.
The key grip's probably like, they didn't can this movie, and this guy could potentially be a child molester. Somebody's got to win in this situation. And
why not the key grip?
Why not me?
The key grip. Maybe he's just misunderstood, Jason. Maybe he's just misunderstood.
I'm sure
doubtful.
All the video of
very
doubtful.
Pretty sure we all understood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Moving on from The Flash. Silver Surfer 14. I wish I got this version instead of the Fantasy Masterpieces version this week. But this book is.
It can be had.
Like, pardon me.
It can be had. $280 for 7.0s. That's a nice price.
This is crazy. We have been talking about this phenomena for a year now, where it's like everybody should buy like first interactions
team
with
ups.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, like anybody with Spider-Man,
Yeah.
like should buy them. You know, like
Yeah.
particularly if they have yet to appear in the MCU and they have their first meeting with Spider-Man, and if it's a dope cover, just double down on that.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think Key Collector even, you know how he has those lists? He should make a list of Spider-Man versus firsts and just have a list of all of these. People would go crazy for them. You're absolutely right. Like Spider-Man with every key player in Marvel Comics, even he's done some DC crossover. Like I know he was with Superman. He might have even done a Batman book, but yeah, you're right.
I mean, if you look at the prices, this book is from 1970, which
Mm-hmm.
is not new. Obviously, that's 53 years old, but it's also not crazy old in terms of comic book prices.
Mm-hmm.
And an 8.0 is $409. Like that's pretty legit.
Yeah,
Like
that's legit.
I can't imagine what a 9.6 of this book is going for now. But if an 8.0 is going for 409, a 9.6 has got to be close to a G, if not more than $1,000. So
Jason, we talked about it, man. If I had a time machine, I most certainly would buy multiple Silver Surfer runs.
yeah,
Like I would just get how many did they? It wasn't a long run.
14 issues.
14 issues. I would
This
just
is
get
the last issue.
yeah. I would just get 1 through 14 5 times.
And your time machine would only had to go back like 8 years,
Yeah.
like for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised looking up the fantasy masterpieces that there's like 3 books at the reprint that are worth more than $20. Like the 1, 4, and 3 are all 1, 3, and 4. So are all kind of key books. Even this book in the reprint commands like $12 or $15. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's a good
All,
one.
all you need to do is harness the power of gravitational waves.
Yeah, that's it. All right, here we go again.
Chris doesn't
Oh,
want to
man.
talk about it.
Oh man, everyone's got that one.
Everybody's got one. This is a book that really hurts because a newsstand 9.0 sold for $530 this week. I sold a newsstand 9.0 not too long ago for whatever it was, $435 or whatever. But this is a 20% increase over the average of $441. So mine was right about on average. It is interesting that a newsstand of a 9.0 sold for more than a 9.4 direct this week.
Yeah. Oh,
But
just
man-
I mean, there's only what? It is 5%, 15%.
The premium on these 9.8s is bonkers.
I was just looking at the graph the other day. I think it's 15% newsstand versus direct.
Well, on Comic Tom's video, I think a 9.8 Mark Jewelers sold this
Oh,
week,
Yeah, forget
and
it.
it was crazy. I want
it
to
was
say
over 10
I want to
grand,
say it was,
right?
yeah, it was north of 10 G's. I want
Yeah.
to say it was like $15,000 or something.
But
like
you
that.
got to think that book. So it
Yeah.
is a percent of 15%.
Yeah, right. It's a
Maybe
it's a small
5% of
percentage
15%.
of a small percent,
Yeah.
right?
Crazy. In a 9.8, I can't imagine the pop count on that book.
The fact though, this just goes to show you, like, 91 is, again, we just talked about this with Spider-Man. 91 is still a 32-year-old book, but there is still
That's
enough of them,
crazy.
and there's enough people that were collecting and keeping books pristine. Look, there's almost $1,000 difference between a 9.8 and a 9.6 of this book.
Mm-hmm.
Almost $1,000 difference for one spine tick, which I know we've talked about more expensive spine ticks in the past, but
It's a big one. I have
Yeah.
a 9.6 that I thought for sure was a 9.8. I might resubmit it too. I'll
Yeah.
resubmit it 5 times until I get a 9.8 because I thought mine was perfect.
well, that actually makes sense in this book. If you're only spending,
yeah,
you
the
know,
math adds up. I'll just keep plugging away until I get a 9.8.
let's say it cost you $50 a pop. There's $250. Your difference is $1,000. You still made $750 if you get the 9.8.
Well, not with CGC, because every time you give it to them, they go down a grade.
That's true. You get it back, and it's an
They just
8.5
keep on
Could
dropping
happen,
it.
too.
at the end of this. They'll
Yeah,
drop it.
Rafael's just said a nice one. Marvel Team Up Annual 1 for Spidey Wolverine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go get it. This is like the part where we go on eBay right now and buy a couple.
So Green Lantern 6 is next. I really think that key Green Lantern keys are still like I said key Green Lantern keys.
Undervalued? I don't know. I know what you're saying.
I mean, what is it? Which one is it first Hal Jordan, which is like
First Hal Jordan is Showcase. Is it Showcase?
Yeah.
Showcase
so
22 or Showcase? I forgot the number. I want that book so bad, but even like a 3.0 is like 5 G's. It's like crazy money.
Who am I thinking of? Not Hal Jordan.
Alan Scott.
No. No, he's
John
before.
Stewart?
No,
John Stewart.
not John Stewart.
Kyle Rayner?
Maybe I'm thinking of Kyle Rayner. Which one?
Guy Gardner?
Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner. That's the one I'm thinking of. The Guy Gardner book. The Guy Gardner book is the one that's kind of surprising. Like, because that
It's
book
undervalued.
it is undervalued.
It's
Like
way
that
undervalued.
book, I was looking at mid grades the other day, and I was like, wow, you can get this book in mid grade for like
$200.
$200. Yeah, like
Yeah,
it was.
what did mine come back at? Like a 4 or 5, and it was surprisingly low value.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it actually. Yeah, it was kind of shocking.
That's because everybody
So-
hates Guy Gardner.
Yeah, I mean they hate Kyle Rayner too. That was the best
That is
panel
true.
in all of comics. The panel
Yeah.
where Batman punches out Kyle Rayner is like the best panel ever. You just see a fist flying across the panel, and he's like,
Take that,
yeah, it's awesome.
White Lantern.
Yeah, you can have that Marvel team up pretty low, $45. First Spidey and the X-Men. Good call on that one. Here's one for $20. It looks really nice.
Is that the one where it's kind of the weird, like Wolvie's claws look extra long? Is that the?
No, it's I'll pop it on screen now. It's
Not the one where Spider-Man's jumping over him, is it?
this one.
Oh,
see?
okay.
Oh.
Great cover. It's just the X-Men and Spider-Man, and double the action, double the thrills.
It's Doublemint gum.
Lord of Light and Darkness. But yeah.
Does anybody know what is the deal with the jaundiced barcodes? Why did they do the yellow barcodes there?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the only other one that stands out is the Bullseye book.
The bullseye. I got one in this collection. I can't remember which book it was, but one of them has the yellow barcode.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
I didn't know whether is that like an indicator. Does it mirror? You know, they usually use the yellow price to indicate that the price had gone up. Like, so maybe.
Maybe. I didn't
was
notice
like
on that. That is a 50-cent book. So
So,
maybe.
Could
It
be.
does-
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, it could
the-
be. It says all new and then 50 cents.
Okay. That could be.
Yeah, it could be an indicator that the comic went up in price.
Yeah, I can't remember which. I
So
can't.
this will be the 35-cent to 50-cent jump.
I'm not gonna flip through all 120 of these. Yeah, so it's not, clearly not all the time because here's Battlestar Galactica, and that's the indication that it went to 50, and the barcode was still white on that. But one of the books in here is like that. I can't remember which one it is.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'd be interested. I would almost imagine there's definitely a reason that it was like that.
Anyway, I mean, Tomar Ray, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying this book.
You mean Beakman?
Beakman. Yeah, I know he's like a popular. He was even in the Green Lantern movie. I don't know. Am I buying this guy?
For a good deal, $10.
$10. Yeah, I don't know.
Tomar Ray's a punk rocker.
Tomar
Tomar
Ray.
Ray, a punk rocker.
Hey, oh,
Punk rocker.
let's go.
Now, ow.
Tomar Ray's a punk rocker now. Wolverine 1, still up there.
It's cooking.
Did you see that? So this stat, there are 26,000 graded copies of this book.
All high grade too. There was a
20
lot of 9/8s.
1,000. There's 27.99s of this book.
Yeah,
Jesus.
this one is hitting a lot of like the high, like it's devaluing the high grade because they added a lot of 9.8s and 9.6s and 9.9s.
Would they find a factory?
Jason, aren't there also like 3.10s of this book?
It says there are 3 copies graded at 10,
Yeah.
aka 10 mint.
Which is unbelievable from a book from 1982 that there's 3.10s.
So
Maybe it's a warehouse find.
to give you guys an indication, a recent video that James from Mint Hunter did, he talked about like 9.9s and 9.8s, and I want to say he said there were 8 million books that have been graded by CGC. It's less than a fraction of 1% that have ever been 9.9s. I think it's like the total 9.9 count out of 8 million books is only like 8,000 or something crazy like that. It's very small. And of that,
and I'm sure they're all like super modern too.
Yeah, so of that 8,000, something like 30% are either Batman Damned or the TMNT Last Ronin. Like that's like 30% of the 8,000 of all time.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you how few there are.
So rare.
So this must have been like a pretty good paper quality, or because it was Wolverine's first ever solo title, people just bought these and...
Or like I said, it was a warehouse find and somebody found like a box of like never touched books and they're
got them all
not,
graded.
They're not saying it was a warehouse find because that numbnuts with the Spider-Woman book just basically devalued the whole thing. Like they used to be $500 books, now they're like less than $100 for like a 9.8 because there's thousands of them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that certainly. I could certainly see it with the 27.99s and possibly the 3.10s.
It's impossible.
But it's just that is so many copies.
What is a 10 gonna go for?
Well, it says the last time a 10 sold was 2010, and it sold for 14 G's in 2010.
Wow. Well, there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And all 3 were Clayton Cranes.
Yeah. With an aluminum protective coating.
With an acetate cover.
Listen, I can't say anything. He's going to be at the con that I'm at this weekend.
Very nice.
Can't talk
He's
any
a good
game.
artist. He found himself in some shit. All right, Spider-Man Noir.
He found himself in some shit and somebody else's wife.
I mean, nobody really wants that kind of... Nobody's asking for that kind of drama.
I don't know. He found himself in someone else's wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's asking for something.
I don't think I've ever even seen this book in person.
Yeah,
like
it's not a. I can't believe how much it's going for now, though. That's crazy. 9.8 for 400.
So, did you guys buy any of these noir titles? Like,
I have some Daredevil noirs.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have this one.
Because they were Tom Coker illustrated.
I was this one I did get a little FOMO, and then I saw the prices were ridiculous. I'm like, it's not even attached to Nick Cage. If it was definitely attached to Nicolas Cage, I might buy into it. But
well, they're talking about this as a live action, right?
That's what I mean. If Nicolas Cage was still playing Spider-Man Noir, I'd be in. But if this is going to be like,
I'd love to see this as like the people who did the Perry Mason show for HBO do this. That was such a gritty 20s kind of a feel.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Was that good?
I really liked that show.
It was a reboot, right? From long ago?
Well, Perry Mason's from whatever the 70s, but
oh no, I'm saying I thought they rebooted it and it was on one of those networks. That's not that. Maybe it was something else that they rebooted.
Yeah, they
Columbo.
Did they reboot Columbo?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just.
They might. I mean, I loved Columbo as a kid.
Yeah, I think Jimmy and I watched Columbo and Murder, She Wrote quite a bit.
I love Murder, She Wrote too.
Watch us some. We
God,
crushed
I
us
love
some
that show.
Jessica Fletcher.
Yep. Murder, She Wrote was awesome.
I was like, man, this This lady is staying a lot of murderous B&Bs.
Yeah, she's got bad taste in B&Bs.
She runs into more murder than Scoob and the gang.
No kidding.
Nobody ever dies in those things.
No.
There's just the spooky goings-ons.
Zoinks!
Anywho, I would love to run across this in a collection, and it's interesting because it's all these noir titles. So the Comic Tom video I was watching was basically highlighted all the different noir titles there was. There was a Wolvie title, a Punisher, and I had no idea. I honestly thought it was like kind of this one-off Spidey.
This is the only one that caught on. Oh, Daredevil kind of did. Daredevil was good. Jimmy,
Daredevil
did you read
makes
any of the other ones?
I didn't know.
Daredevil
I didn't even
makes a
know.
lot
Yeah,
of
like I
sense.
said, I didn't. Like you guys said, I hardly even knew it existed until I started looking up the Tom Coker like bibliography, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting.
Now that's a word I haven't heard in a long time.
Bibliography.
Bibliography. Wow. Yeah. No, I know. I don't. Not on my radar. This book was never even on my radar. Even after Into the Spider-Verse, it never occurred to me to buy this book. I thought it was too high priced back then.
I don't understand. Do you guys see the bottom here? A record-breaking sale in 9.4 for $485 beat the previous $300 high. When a 9.8 went for just $550 this week, and a 9.6 sold for $275. So that means a one grade less sold for $210 more
There's a wacko out there.
than a 9.6.
I gotta have a 9.4. I will take nothing less or nothing more.
Kind of crazy, but this is a book that those kind of gains, plus 32%, plus 46, plus 100,
that's good numbers.
plus 23, plus 40, plus 32. Like those are either going to have to chill out or the waters will recede. Like those are humongous
we also
gains.
know that Sony doesn't necessarily move slowly, but there's going to be enough time between this announcement and them making the movie where just hold off for 8 months.
Yeah, I
and this
mean they're
book will
saying
come
a
back
live
down to
action
earth.
series in development at Amazon. So,
Oh, it's not a Sony.
No.
Spider-Man, they're letting Amazon do a Spider-Man?
live action Spider-Man noir series is in development at Amazon, featuring an older, grizzled superhero in 1930s New York City.
That's weird. Can Sony release Spider-Man to Amazon?
Who knows?
Interesting.
I mean, I would imagine it's just licensed like any other property that they own.
Yeah, but now, I mean, I don't know what kind of deal they have with Marvel.
So many degrees of licensing.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, I mean, I'm sure they have an agreement with anything Spider-Man with Marvel. Even though this is Spider-Man Noir, it's still Spider-Man.
This is like the Airbnb of comic books. You feel like just somebody's subleasing something to somebody else.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Maybe it's how they're doing it. I don't know. This is another book, man. I just... Chris, you got one or two of these? 655.
One.
Yeah, I kind of missed the boat on this one.
Do we think that this is going to, like, can this be hot until, I mean, what is this movie, 5 years away?
Maybe longer.
Yeah, you just gotta
Can it
wait.
stay that hot? Can this book stay that hot? No.
No, I mean,
No.
it can make a step up to maybe possibly a little plateau where it should have been at.
I don't think it's done spiking, but people are gonna get bored of it. There's only so many books that can change hands, and then people are just gonna relax on it. And what is it? So it's selling at $318 now. It was $216. I guarantee you, in 6 months you can get them for $180 for a 9.8. I guarantee it'll be a sub 200.
Yeah, but if there's that much interest in it now, it'll definitely go up again once the movie is released.
But this is what happens. So everybody's going to go through their collections. They're going to see that they have one. They're going to flood CGC with a whole bunch more 9.8s and 9.6s. They're going to devalue the book. And then that's when then they're going to sell them, and they're like, "Wait, I can't get 300 for mine?" No, because there's 500 new 9/8s on the pop count, and you just devalued the book.
Yeah, it is really interesting to see. I actually thought that we were done seeing these kind of gains from just some sort of announcement. Like it seems like people have been getting a little smart, but this DC thing has blown up. Like
Well,
if you were ready to sell those books,
yeah,
like last week, holy crap! I mean, the gains plus 40. We just talked about it with the last book, and that's a Marvel book, but. Look at the gains for this: plus 47, plus 37, plus
yeah.
60,
Well,
plus 40.
here's the cool thing though, is that like Miles, Damian Wayne's a cool character. He's actually a really good character. He's like a little.
Oh, I don't.
He's
I mean, I don't doubt that.
But I'm
just
saying, like, so not only is it a well-written character, that's an added bonus. It's like, so Miles Morales is a really well-written character. Damian Wayne I'm looking forward to him. I'm sure a lot of people are. He's a little asshole, and he's the antithesis. He's just like the thorn in Batman's side.
Right.
He's a great character. So
So
like,
these books are like 2000. So this is 2006. So let's say
2006.
your average kid who was buying this as a kid, maybe they're 14, right? So
Yeah, they're
2006.
almost
That
40s
means
now.
yeah. So there's probably a bunch of these in boxes. It's
That's,
like
that's
these.
exactly what I mean, though. Like, I
always
was
think
buying
about-
comics then. Let me go through
Yeah.
my boxes. Like, oh shit, I have one. They
Yeah.
made. This is kind of when they were printing less of them. I would say there's 50,000 of them, maybe 50 to 75,000 of them.
Probably.
They
yeah.
weren't.
Yeah. I
They,
mean,
they weren't printing a bunch of stuff in the 2000s. That's when they kind of like it collapsed a little bit.
well, because the New 52 is 2011, right? Is that sound right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just interesting to me because, like, when I think about collections that I want to try and find now, they're like mid 60s, late 70s, mid 60s, late 60s, 70s books. I need to find retirees now who don't care, don't care about them.
Yeah.
These books are, fast forward 30 years, like these collections, I think, are probably the ones we'll start seeing come to market where people are like, I've got to move out of this. I got to move out of my house, and I got to get rid of these, because these people are born in 94 or 95 at this point, so they've maybe getting stuff. They're 28, 29. They're moving crap out of their parents' house because they just bought their first house. These have got to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find if there's like a print count on these. I don't think anybody they don't release those kinds of numbers though. They never did. So it's really hard to follow like how many were printed.
Yeah, the only reason there's pretty accurate print counts on like some of the spawns and stuff like that is because they do know like whatever that top 200 is or top 300.
Yeah, they did track that, right?
They know what they know what they would not report at, and it's like
Yeah.
4,400 issues or something
Plus,
like
it was
that.
a bit of like Death to Superman. They proudly told everybody how many they printed and how
Sure.
many they sold. I mean, that was one. So I'm looking at the pop count. There's 1,058 9/8s of 655. It's a lot. 633 9/6s, 251 9/4s. Somebody decided to grade his 6.0. The cover's like falling. Oh, yeah. There's 5 people decided to grade their 6.0s. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you press my my Batman Beyond 1 newsstand, and I bet you it's like a 5 for 5.5. But
Still good in 5.
but I got that book for like 30 cents in a collection,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's certainly worth the $25.
All right. We've completely lost Jimmy, so let's get to Swamp Thing.
I'm sorry. Last night was not a good night.
Jimmy's done.
Jim's like, I hate this top
I
10.
hate the top 10. I just want to talk about Adam Hughes.
Last night was a long night.
I hear you, brother.
So yeah, so I mean, this Swamp Thing, these these are all relatively large gains, but like I believe in a book like this to get these kind of gains. The book is freaking, a 20 center. It's freaking 51 years old. So
this is like I love this cover so much. Chris, do you have one or no?
Number one, yes, I
You
did
do
get
have
one
of these. I was looking at
Two.
them online.
Two
Yeah,
of them.
two of them. Nice. I was looking at them online. I was like, man, this blew up too much. I'm not interested anymore. It's too expensive.
Where are the big pops? Is it, okay, so a 9.2 sold for $800. So
yeah, that's where I was looking in high grade. I remember you used to buy this book for like $100, $50 to $100.
Yeah.
Now
I got to
it's
tell you,
it's bonkers.
If I was interested in buying this book, though, there's no way I'm paying 180 for a 4.5. I can get 8.0 for 340.
Yeah.
Like,
No way. You're right.
I can get like, what is that, 7 grades higher for less than twice the money.
That's kind of, I was looking in 9.2 and up on this book, and it was just 9.2 is an $800 book. I'm like, no way, I'm paying that.
So it's got to be what, a 9.4 or maybe 9.6 is where it goes over the $1,000 mark.
Probably.
And I'm sure a 9.8 on this is probably like $3,000. I'm sure there's a huge jump.
Yeah, the numbers aren't here, but yeah, exactly. Great book though.
Yep.
This is like, we're not talking about like, if you find it at a flea market, buy it. It's like, past the FOMO, is this a book worth investing in? Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Swamp Thing 1 is a great book to own. I think like over time, over the next 10 years, it'll just keep climbing. It'll have its peaks and valleys, but this one, I would say if, I had my time machine 10 years from now, this, an 8.0 at 348 is probably a $500 book. I think that's not
And he doesn't have any... He doesn't, I mean, obviously, aside from his first appearance, he doesn't have any, like, Swamp Thing, like, in another title. There's not a showcase Swamp Thing book. This isn't like Moon Knight, where there's, like, his first appearance, then there's his first appearance in a Marvel premiere, then there's his first Marvel Spotlight or whatever it is, and there's all the
early Bernie writes in, it goes right into Alan Moore, it goes right in, it's just, it's... Yep. Good times.
Yeah. So
and it's the first Alec Holland, which is, he's the different Swamp Thing. He's the next Swamp Thing, the one you see in the movies.
That is Alec Olsen, sir.
Who is that? The first one?
Oh no, you're right. That is Alec Olsen was the House of Secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last two, and then we'll put Jimmy to bed. Good night, Jimmy.
No, this has already put Jimmy to bed. This is the top 10. Booster Gold.
What?
I
love this. Give me more.
Hey.
I think. I mean, we all agree James Gunn's going to do great things with this character.
Yeah.
He's going to make him a douche.
There's so much speculation that it's going to be what's his face already.
Who?
That it's going to be Star-Lord. It's going to be Chris Pratt.
No.
Everybody. Yeah, I've heard
That's
many
the rumor
people talking about the fact that they made Chris Pratt Booster Gold.
That is the rumor.
I'm a little Chris Pratt out.
I don't know. I think that it'll be good because it's going to be a total R-rated Star-Lord.
Wow, that's the rumor, huh?
Wouldn't Nathan Fillion be a good Booster Gold?
I think he's too old now.
Yeah, I think he's too old.
I would have loved that 15
in his
years
heyday.
ago.
Yeah,
he's so old now. I mean, even when he did Uncharted, that short he did for Uncharted was freaking incredible. I would have loved to have seen him do the live action instead of Holland, but he's too old now.
How old is Chris Pratt? Is he
Chris
42,
Pratt's got to be
42?
our age.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, he's younger than us, probably 40, maybe 41.
So definitely still has the ability.
I don't know. How can you hop from DC to Marvel like that?
So
I don't know. They all do.
I guess they
Chris
all
Pratt
do.
will be 44.
Well, they pretty much said that almost the entire cast of
Guardians, yeah.
Guardians is coming over.
That's crazy, really.
Except except Dave Bautista because he wants to do more serious stuff. But
Well, no, Bautista says he wants to be Bane.
Yeah.
But he has no plans for Bane, so he's like, oh, hold your horses. I got other plans for you.
Chris Pratt will be 44 in June.
Okay.
Oh, he's my age. So I don't understand. I don't understand how Batista wouldn't be in something, because wasn't he like the biggest advocate for when like Gunn was going through all that crap of being canceled?
I think he clearly wants to be Bane for some reason. Like he's got tunnel vision on I want to be Bane. And
Oh.
Gunn's like, there is no Bane in this plan, but maybe in the future. Maybe we'll figure out something else for you.
That's
But everybody,
Interesting.
even like Karen Gillan and like they're all coming over?
yeah,
Chris Pratt is Booster Gold, huh? I guess I can see it. I certainly can see it.
Here's a question for you guys, and I'm not trying to stir any pots or anything like that, but
Jason.
if James
Careful.
Gunn, if James Gunn's like his shtick has always been the same thing, right? Like this kind of like action adventure, some heartwarming with comedy.
Misfits, a
whole,
bunch of misfits.
Can the whole DCU be that? Can you make a Superman movie that is like that?
Well,
The
Gunn's-
tone has to change, right?
yeah.
Like,
You could throw Bizarro in the mix.
Gunn hasn't always done movies like this, though. He has done some serious. He did Brightburn.
That was awesome.
It was a great movie. That was just like a effed up kid who just had powers and he hated his parents, and like it was good.
He really
never-
hated his uncle.
He really hated his uncle.
But
But I mean,
he got
Gunn,
it pretty
Gunn
bad.
doesn't always stick to that. He just, he found a formula that worked, and I think he just stuck with it. But I don't know. You're right.
Yeah,
It's just like everything else. Everybody's tired with what they're doing with Marvel. It's the same movie over and over again.
yeah, it just I always wonder about those things. Like if you
Yeah,
try and
misfits of
force
science.
everything into the same vein, is it all going to work?
Yeah. I mean, you can't do whatever he's planning for Superman that he's writing himself. Obviously, is not in this vein. It's not. He's not in the what Rafaus just said. The misfits of science. The bunch of nobodies. Like he can't play it the same way.
No, but he seems to do really well with these B and C level characters.
Definitely. Definitely.
He knows them well too, and that's kind of
He does.
part of his charm.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see. Chris Pratt, huh? I didn't hear that.
You're still on the Chris Pratt.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he can make it work.
Yeah.
All right. This
All right.
next one still blows my mind.
Jesus. No Lobo this week. I'm upset.
Yeah, no Lobo.
Lobo
but
should've been
Lobo was on the
Lobo should have been off a month
runner-ups.
ago.
Lobo is still on the runner-up list.
Yeah, Last of Us. I mean, this is
I'm still not watching it yet. I'm waiting for it to binge
it's
it.
freaking good. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't,
sure.
I didn't. I've never watched. I've never watched Walking Dead. But this is like, there's somehow. I talking to Jimmy. There's somehow a lot of humanity in a show about a fungal zombie apocalypse. Like I almost can't believe I'm saying that. But it's crazy. I've really liked it.
Damn mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
But
yeah.
I mean, the spiking of the book, I think, is just purely from the fact that there's not a lot of them.
But if you I get Comic Tom still. I get a good laugh out of it. But all of his variants, there's 1,500 copies. So I mean, we're talking 6,000 here. Like, there's only 1,500 of a lot of variants. Like, Well, I have a couple of books that there's only 300 copies. They're not worth like this. So copies ordered 6,000 seems like a lot to me. It doesn't seem like very little. That's a lot. It's not like, limited edition Franklin Mint where there's 500,000 of them and it says, collector's item limited edition. But I don't know, 6,000 doesn't seem super rare to me.
I mean, I think 6,000 for a video game title that's probably not directed towards normal comic book collectors, but rather video game folks, like 6,000's not a lot, right? Like, how many of...
When you're talking like the Djurjevic variant of Ultimate Fallout 4, I mean, how many of those are there? 1,000? Actually, 500, I think it is. It's on the cover, isn't it?
There's more than that. But that's also like a $30,000 comic book in a 9.8 now. We're talking about a $1,500 comic book here. So, I mean, that's...
Spawn 1 has 6,000 copies. Yes.
Well, it's like that Filoni variant for Clone Wars.
I think that's the one I was talking about. I think there are only 500 copies of that book.
There's not very many.
No, there aren't. I even think that it says they only printed 500 of them. I think that's the book.
I feel like I read somewhere that the second print of this is actually much scarcer than the first print. Like, they didn't make nearly as many of the second print.
Well, let's
and it made 6,000.
We have the power of the internet.
This is true, but we also have the power of
this one.
Somehow
The Last of Us American Dreams 1 is worth more. Get that one. Oh, it's a mini comic.
It's a mini.
It's a mini.
It's a me.
Mini.
But like, what is it? Well, what is it? The Jane Foster Thor, the fourth print is the lowest print run. It's like the crown jewel of them.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I would tell Rick, just stick with this book. Keep buying me the number ones of like, Something's Killing the Children when that was I was like, just keep buying me the first print or the new print whenever it comes out. Eventually it'll be low printed.
Yeah.
But they kept making so many of them, so it was never low printed.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I don't think this thing has necessarily this long staying power because I don't think this series is going to go on like Walking Dead. But
this book is going to plummet in April. Plummet. It'll be watched by everybody. It'll be completely done. Everybody will have forgotten about it, and it'll swan dive like no other book in history. I'm not buying this book. I won't.
No, me neither.
I don't think it's going to dive as much. I don't think it's going to dive as much. Like, I know they're going to get a second series. It's got like its average Rotten Tomatoes score is like 98 through 6 episodes. So like, I think there's going to be a market for it. I don't think it's going to stay at this level.
No, it can't possibly. But the dip for if you're predicting a smaller dip.
Yeah, I mean, like if we look at, I'm trying to think about what is an example like this, like
this book.
I guess we could look at the Mandalorian.
No, I'm gonna say, because I've already predicted by buying it, God of War #1 from Wildstorm Comics. I think.
Yeah.
I have 5 of them now. I've been buying that book for a while, but I think God of War #1, when that Amazon series starts coming out, and if it's good,
is that comic the Roman one or the Ragnarok one?
Roman. Yeah, it came out. It came out when the first video game came out, but that book I have predicted will do what this one's doing, and there's not a lot of those either. There's not a lot of that God of War 1.
Who is releasing it? Amazon?
Amazon's doing the movie. Yeah, we can look.
It's a movie, or
does it say how many of these 6,000 are actually really good condition?
Well, that's the thing. Out of 6,000
because
of them,
I mean, it was a comic book. It was a video game comic book. A lot of people don't take that stuff seriously when it comes out, so they might have it, but they just like
Yeah, this is the book
didn't take care of it.
I've put some money into. I have high hopes.
See, that population count's almost 3,000 more than this.
But it's still like if you're saying, what is a low printed, this is still under 10,000. They didn't print a lot of these, and Kratos is Kratos is better than Ellie from Last of Us, right? Her name is Ellie,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'll put Ellie and Kratos in a pit and see who wins.
I don't think that's how the comic book market works, though.
It's not.
Ellie versus Kratos in a pit. I don't think.
But anyway, I've put some money into this one. I do like this book.
In today's social climate, that would never fly.
No, it would never fly. But yeah, this is from 2010.
I think there's room for all these things. I think if you look at like Walking Dead, it's like
John.
I didn't say anything.
He said Kratos is Joel with big knives.
Big knives.
I think if you look at like, I guess if I think about it from a storytelling point of view, I don't know that the God of War characters are going to seem like regular human beings that people can put themselves in the shoes of.
Well, I know the Amazon show is going to be based on, like I think Jimmy was alluding to, the Ragnarok series and not the Greek part. So I don't know if they're, I don't know how they're going to do it. If they're going to just redo, well, Last of Us formula worked. They just redid the story from the video game. Yeah,
I mean the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes are literally talking about it in context of how close it is to the chapters of the video games.
The thing, though, is that if they base Season 2 on the second game was not that great. It was not great. So, I don't know. That might be where...
They've already had things in Season 1 that alluded to the Season 2 storyline.
Yeah, John just said what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm worried about Season 2 because a lot of people hated that game.
Yeah, well, I guess just time will tell.
Time will tell, definitely. The thing that fuels all this, just like Mandalorian, is a good product on the TV screen.
Well, sure. Rafaus needs to hold on to those Warhammer comics.
Yeah.
If Cavill's going to be doing a Warhammer series.
I think I have a couple of those too.
Didn't the Warhammer series go like 100 issues? It's one a crazy number of issues.
This is it right here. Warhammer Monthly is the book. Yeah. This is like the promotional preview.
Yeah, how many freaking issues did that?
But Warhammer is this one, I guess, from Boom 2007 is Warhammer Forge of War 5. Oh, that's just because of an Art Germ cover. This is the thing. This is the part that Key Collector sucks, is that they don't list all of them. You only get the 5th one.
Yeah, well, because it's a key.
It is a key.
Is a key.
But
that's why you go to CLZ.
But here's the other thing about
the first
CLZ
cover art by Art Germ.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even see that.
What is Art Germ's
It's
first
the
cover art.
First Art Germ cover. Warhammer 5. Yeah, but in CLZ, can you look up a book that you don't own?
Yeah, of course.
You can?
How do you think you could add a manual?
No, but I think. Oh yeah,
look.
Yeah, I guess
there's a crap ton. 88 Warhammer Monthly, Warhammer 4. Dude, there's like 19, 22, 23, 19.
Robot.
I guess it all depends on which one.
Warhammer Monthly ran 85 issues.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I really want to get that 3 Keys issue there. Oh.
I was going to say,
I've been following that artist for a while now. And
oh, this one.
Yeah, 3 Keys.
You know what I love? The series that I own. I've owned. It's the
Do a Power Bomb. God, I love this series and I love this artwork, and people need to buy this one. Do a Power Bomb.
That's the same guy that did the series that you sold me.
Yeah, I love his art. This dude is
Daniel
so
Warren.
good, so good.
Anybody and everybody who reads that book swears by it.
It's so awesome, man. I absolutely swear by it. It's such a good book, and the action in the panels is it's awesome. It's so much fun to read. Do a Power Bomb is probably one of my favorite series, like newer series. It looks like I'm missing 5. I gotta get 5.
What did you do?
What happened?
What did you
Yeah, look
do?
at that. Look at that cover, man. Guy's like stomping on his face. It's like, this is awesome.
That's not even Daniel Warren art, I don't think.
Ryan Lee cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love like all these covers. They're just so action packed. Like there's so much motion and dynamic. They're so good, and it's a great series. I have more comics than Refaust. I'm looking to trim down. What am I at? 8,200.
Does that even include your mail call from this week?
No. But here's all my Edge. I went a little overboard on Edge of Spider-Verse.
Oh, hello.
I felt like it could happen the same as the old one.
That's exactly why I bought at least one copy of.
Yeah, they're all new characters in each book, so I said why not? Go all the way back. Key collector. Anyway, what else?
Sleepy time.
I am way
Everybody,
behind.
the four of us have been
Everything
yawning.
for this weekend.
Yeah. Let me know. Text me tomorrow if you get the chance to talk to him, and if you can throw me a number and I can make a decision on the weekend, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Your show is Saturday?
Saturday and Sunday, 9:30 to 7 Saturday, 9:30 to 5 Sunday.
So will there be a time? I guess just me and him could figure something out, or we could do it after the show.
Yeah.
If
How long would it take to get there via Cessna?
In an aeroplane?
Hour
In an
and 20
aeroplane?
minutes.
And is
Yeah,
there
not
a
very
place to park?
This is me in a Cessna on the way to Penn State.
There's a
Right?
state
No
college airport.
way.
Your asshole clenched.
No
There is
way.
a state college airport, so there is a place.
There's a
And
funny.
actually, the airport's only like a mile and a half away from where the Comic Con is.
Oh, nice.
Nice. There's a funny thing and not so funny. Like my wife wanted to go on a helicopter ride in Hawaii, and I keep telling her like so many newlyweds die in helicopter crashes in Hawaii on their honeymoon, and this is why we didn't do that. And every time it happens, I just send it to her. I feel bad, obviously, for the people that passed away, but so many people.
Not bad enough to not create a graphic about it.
Of course. Well, so many people on their honeymoons die in helicopter crashes in Hawaii. It's crazy.
Dude, I got horror stories about those tour groups with the helicopters.
Oh God.
My brother was flying Blackhawks for the Army, and
Cool.
when he thought that he might go private for a minute, and started working at some place that does tours in New York City, he was like horrified at like just how horribly maintenance these
I'm
things
sure.
were.
Yeah,
He
hell
went.
no.
He lasted 2 weeks and went right back into the Army. I said that's what
Yeah.
he did.
It's not supposed to be in the air anyway, and if you're like poorly maintained, it's really like the odds are against you. Plus,
Dude.
like in Hawaii with all like those crazy wind and cliffs, and like just it goes right into like mile deep water. No, thank you. I don't want to.
Like I said, he would call me up nightly and just be like, dude, and he would rattle off all this.
God.
Like he was talking about like the percentage of like oil leakage that was permissible, and then what these guys were doing. he's like, I can't. I have to go back to the army where it's like regimented and everything's clean and taken care of.
No.
Well, I mean,
Really
when Amanda and I went to Hawaii for our honeymoon, it was in January, and of course, like that's a good time to go to Hawaii. One, because it's cold as shit here, but there, you know, it's the best waves. It's the biggest waves that
Yeah,
you're
we
ever
went
going
in
to
the
see,
summer. There was nothing.
and all that stuff. And so, like, these people go, and yet, you know, the wind shifts and the weather is crazy, and so these people are all there for the best time of year to see like the big waves, and these helicopters that are floating out over that thing where these with the wind shears are just coming down
Yeah,
and just
bad.
Yeah,
It's all bad.
horrible.
It's a graphic waiting to create itself.
Mm-hmm. All right, boys. Should we? Is that it? Where can we find you? You want to go start with Jimmy?
yeah, I'm most of the time I'm Instagram Sirewolf Studio at Sirewolf Studio, and yeah, that's the best place.
All right. Crumbs.
Instagram, Crumbs Comic Pile, TikTok, whatnot. And now, recently, I will be doing a show this Saturday, all Star Wars toys on an app called Drip.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I think after Jimmy showed it to us, I think I'm definitely going to join Hip Comics. They got some. I like.
too.
I like how they sell books. They're just it's super convenient. It's 9%. How about you, Jason?
I am at 2_Ben_Staples_comics on Instagram. I will be selling at my second Comic Con at the Happy Valley Comic Con this Saturday and Sunday in State College, Pennsylvania. If you're driving through Pennsylvania, it's in the middle. It's in Center County, and that truly is the center of the state. So that's pretty much what's going on for me. Hopefully I have good
John.
news next week. Hopefully people bring some collections by the con. Maybe I can pick up some collections after I make some money. So
it's funny that because I attended 2 sports card shows to show some support for my friend Alex, who is at AK Triple Play on Twitch, by the way. But it's funny how at card shows people want to trade. That's all they want to do. They bring a box of cards to your table and, hey, you want to trade? You don't see that in comics. A lot of people don't bring stuff to you to trade or to buy. It's mostly like sports cards.
Been some videos about that recently, about like bigger books, trading bigger books at cons.
Mm-hmm.
But they also are very Bronze Amount of Gods and Swaggle Hoss both talked about how you're not going to, more than likely you're not going to get 100% dollar for dollar value. You're going to get they're going to have to make out by 30 or 40% because they're a dealer. That's what they're trying to do. So.
Yeah. Yep. Well, anyway, and you can find me at old Junkyard Breaks on YouTube, Instagram, and I'm trying on TikTok. It's a rough road. It's just not my bag. Crumbs, you're way better at it than I am. So one day you got to give me like a tutorial.
TikTok tutorial.
Yeah,
Help,
exactly.
Tutorial.
Well, I'm gonna be coming over on Friday, so.
What's happening on Friday?
When I get the collection, I just keep saying I'm just going straight over to Dolph's house.
Just drop them off, press and clean all of these.
Yeah.
Well, how many do we say? Like there's 2,000 to 3,000 books.
Yeah.
Do it by tomorrow.
Boys. Yeah. Well, Chris, if I don't see you, good luck with that. And Jason, we'll talk. But if I don't see you, good luck at your con. And Jimmy, I hope you sell those 2 slabs and get some cash.
Thanks, everybody, for joining.
Yeah, thanks all. Thanks, John, Rafaust. Who else was in tonight? That's it. John, Rafaust and that's it. We're joining us in chat, but it's all good. We're having
Thanks so
fun.
much, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
Later.
Later, y'all.